Hi all, this is Siddharna. Today I am going to explain you how to build a pulse code modulation model using MATLAB Simulink. First, let me tell you about MATLAB. You have to install MATLAB 2013A and go to Simulink library. You can search for the components or the blocks which are already placed over here. Once you place the blocks, we have to interconnect. After interconnecting, we have to configure each and every block. Like this sine wave block, I have configured as amplitude 5 volt, frequency 2 pi into 2, sample time 0. Likewise, pulse generator has been configured to have amplitude 5, period 1 by 20 second, and pulse width 20, phase delay 0, and this interpret vector parameter as 1D is tick. Now the next block is sample and hold. Here it is chosen as rising edge and initial condition is 0. The next one is uniform encoder, where the peak value is 5 volt and number of bits for each level is been 3 bits, and the output type is signed integer. Next one, integer to bit converter, where the parameters are number of bits per integer is 3, input values are treated as signed, MSB first, and inherit via internal rule. These are the settings we have to make. Some of them are already there, some of them we have to make after placing the components or the blocks. Here the next, this end is actually the transmitter end or a modulator, and this one is receiver or demodulator of your pulse code modulation. And in scope we can visualize all these signals. So before that we'll complete this bit to integer converter. Again, number of bits per integer is 3, MSB, signed, inherit via internal rule. Uniform decoder is having same as the uniform encoder, peak is 5, bits is 3. And then we have an analog filter of type Butterworth, filter order is 8, and passband edge frequency is 2 pi 2, that is our sine wave frequency. Finally, when we interconnect, we can run this. Yes, and you can see the waveforms here. This is our input sine wave. This is the pulse generator output, and here we can see that the sampled signal, and you can see this is not exactly 3 volt, it is around 2.8 or any other arbitrary floating point value. The voltage levels are not a perfect integer values. And here the quantized signal, this is sampled signal and this is the quantized signal, where you can have a fixed integer value with fixed voltage levels. Now we can see there are 6 to 7 voltage levels like 0, 2, and this one is 3, and again coming back to 2, 0, -3, this one is -4, and this is again -3, this is -1, and again coming back to +2. That means 1, 2, 3, this one is 4, 5, and this one is 6. There are 6 voltage levels are there. So these 6 voltage levels we can represent using 3 bits. That's why we have chosen 3 bits encoder and decoder. And you can see here in this particular graph, there are 3 different colors. This one, yes, the purple one and the blue one. And this is our encoded signal, which is actually multiplexed one. We can demultiplex and visualize these 3 signals differently. Like for 2, it is like 0 0 0 1 0, and for 3 it will be 0 1 1. Likewise for minus integer -2 or -3 and -4 also we have different values, might be 101 or 011. Yes, this is about the pulse code modulation modulated waveform. This is the modulated waveform or the encoded signal. Now once we pass through our demodulator circuitry, which is bit to integer converter followed by uniform decoder and then analog filter, we will get back this output signal, which is having same frequency but somewhat less amplitude. And you can see there is a small initial delay is there in the recovered or demodulated signal. That's all for today, and I hope you have understood how to build a pulse code modulator using MATLAB Simulink. Thank you.